I believe that everyone has a story. I believe that God is the center of everyone's story. My name's Alissa Barwinski, and this is my story. I started out going to church when I was little, so I've always really known Jesus, but I didn't know him as my personal savior at first, and I didn't really know what that meant. So when I went to Alive in the summer of 2010, I just was like, my idea of believing was totally revolutionized, and I now realize that believing in your heart is what you need, not just believing in your head. So back in middle school, when everyone's like getting confirmed and everything, that was sort of a landmark in my faith because I learned so much about God, and I just really realized that I want to live for him and that I can't just be some lukewarm Christian. I need to strive for a closer relationship with God, because if you're just sitting there at church, that's great. I mean, more power to you. But you have to dig in and build that relationship for yourself. So as my high school career, as I went from 8th grade to high school, my relationship with God just kind of stayed about the same. And I had a few landmark events that really helped my relationship with God just get even that much better. So I went on a mission trip to Mountaintop, Tennessee, and that was amazing. There were so many awesome people I met there, and every mission trip I've been on since then has just been a giant step up from the spot I was in my relationship with God to where I went. And it really, in a situation like that, it really just hits you and makes you want to make that step to be so much closer to God. So I have fallen sometimes along the way. I did have a relationship with a guy in the summer of my sophomore year, and I just felt like being with him was awesome. I loved this kid, and when I look back on it now, I realize that that was sort of a low point in my faith. I mean, I still had my relationship with God. I didn't do anything horrible with him, but I just spent my time on him, and I ended up idolizing my schedule and his schedule and not worrying about what God wanted. And God awakened me when I was doing my devotionals one day, and it was talking about what love is, and I realized that love wasn't the basis of that guy and I's relationship. It was just that we loved to be together, we had so much fun, and then I looked back and I'm like, this isn't exactly glorifying God. So I cut that off, and from then on, I've just really tried to look for what God has in my life. And when I ended that relationship, it was a really hard time for me. It kind of broke my heart. But through that, I realized that God uses every situation for a purpose. The good, the bad, the kind of ugly, and everything. And I found a verse that my friend Kim showed me actually. It's Philippians 4 verse 13. It's, I can do all things through him who gives me strength. And I truly believe that. And I mean, a lot of people have that as their fallback verse, like, yeah, God gives me strength. But if you truly believe that in your heart, it can help you through anything and everything. And God is always there. He never gives up on you. And just as Jesus gave his life for us, we can give our lives to him. Our future, our worries, our relationships, our career, and our everything. I believe that everyone has a story, and God is the center of everybody's story. My name is Alissa, and that is my story.